Alright guys, we're back for another episode. Hopefully you can hear me over the heater. Kind of a cool view, I guess, just seeing all the shit I got going on behind me. I guess last time we did the transmission. So this time, I'm starting on the inside of the car. Nothing special, just trying to work out the pedals. So I'm going to show you guys what I found, because the main point of this channel is to be informative, so here we go. Also, new lights, ta-da! Let's take a quick gander. Hold on. So I went ahead and took everything out that was, pretty much stored in here. That's where I'd kind of had it before. I'd already taken out the rear seat to see what we like to fit buckets in. And yeah, this is pretty much where we've gotten to. I'm still working out how I'm gonna do this seat in the back. I actually think I'm going to probably just make, 4 different brackets to mount it to the, to the floor here. Granted, this is just a 6-speed seat. I pretty much use it for when I play like, dirt rally or something. So it's perfect for a mock-up and get an idea of how I'm actually going to mount buckets in the rear. There's no real good way of going about this without just shooting, a flat piece of metal right across and then setting seats on top so it's flat and level, and then making short brackets that way, which I might also do, but try to be conservative on height. This way, taller people can fit, but they'll lose leg room. If I do the flat piece, I will gain leg room by being able to scoot the seats back, maybe an inch or two, but I'll lose headroom. So that's an adventure down the road, but here's just a little idea of what the car looks like. I want to remain all of the interior, besides bucket seats, harness bars in the front, harness bar in the rear. I actually intend to, once this is all figured out, I want to actually buy some automotive carpet, kind of like what we have down here, and I'm going to pretty much probably chop off each of these little notches that the seat used to bolt onto, run a strip of what's the word I'm looking for, Velcro across the top and the bottom here, and then same with however I finish up the bottom, and I can run a carpet style all the way through, and it'll kind of look nice and tidy, and it'll cover up a lot of this nonsense that's in here, but kind of want to try and keep it clean. Nothing nicer than a nice dailyable street / track drift car, jack of all trades kind of thing. But back to the important part. As you can see, there is only 2 pedals in there right now because we are working on the brake pedal. Bear with me, this is going to be relatively hard to do because I can't find my small tripod, and apparently my large tripod has broken legs. So I'm going to try and show the important part here as best I can. I think that's about there. Of course, now we need the light. But take a good look there and you'll see when I don't slide out of position, the mounting holes are actually perfect all the way around, and the center bore here where the steering shaft kind of shoots through and goes around, the pedal bracket goes around it, is actually the same diameter right in the center there. So I honestly think that this is going to work out perfectly, and that's awesome because that is step 1 of pedals. I'm literally just gonna throw it in, bolt it on. I'll probably switch over, my 2 sensors here. Not too sure what I want to do about this guy here. I have no idea. I probably honestly won't hook it up, but that's way further down the road. But this is gonna go in the car. This should work out great. I didn't think about the top hole here. I can't imagine it being too far off center. Worst case scenario, I will just bore it out and run a hole, or run the bolt and a washer through it, and it will seat just fine. helpful tip for you guys. See how this one is actually kind of notched out the bottom. It's missing. It's not a complete center, where this one is a complete center. Granted, I've never worked on a 350Z. Well, okay, have not worked on. I've worked on a G, but never specifically took out the pedal assembly. So you can probably pull the Z pedal out relatively easy once you get your 5 bolts out, and you can probably just, you know, rotate it and pull it out. This one, since it's actually completely enclosed, as you can see, you can't just pull it from the car with the brake booster in place. That actually does not work. So what I had to do was I had to pull the brake booster assembly as far forward as I could to get the actual, you know, the rod that actuates everything for your master cylinder here out of the way, because you get hung up on that, and it's kind of a real pain in the ass. So this is how far I had to go. I ended up taking off the actual line for it that gives you power to your brake booster, and unclipped the brake lines so I could, you know, pull this all up, hang it, get enough clearance, and then finagle the actual brake pedal assembly out. So just a small little tip for you guys. Unless you want to hack it all up, you're gonna have to get that out of the way, and then you can get your brake pedal, you know, free.